Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Miss Faye and this is my world. Okay, today's message is when to walk away. When should you walk away? Okay, now before we get started, I want to say welcome. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to all of the new viewers. Welcome to all of the new subscribers. And welcome to you who have been with me from the beginning. I appreciate you so very, very much. Now, for those of you who are new to the channel, I will answer your relationship questions. So those of you who have questions, at the end of this video, I will show you a link where you can send in your questions. Now, those of you who are interested in these caps, they are now available in my online store. So go to the description and at the bottom you'll see a link that says online store. Just click on that link and there you are. Okay, let's jump into this message for today. When to know it's time to walk away. Okay, now I get a lot of letters from young ladies who are in these relationships, and when you're in a relationship, you really want it to work, and you give it your all. But if your all is not good enough for that partner, and the partner is still not respecting or valuing you, it may be time for you to walk away from it. Okay? Now, I say it's time to walk away when you are not happy in the relationship anymore. Whether it's a relationship, a situationship, or what it is, it doesn't matter. If you are not happy in it, then it may be time for you to walk away from it. Do not stay around people who make you sad, mad, or small, or any of those things. When people mistreat you, it's time to walk away. And it doesn't matter who these people are. They could be your family members. They could be co-workers. They could be your spouse, your partner, your boyfriend, whoever it is. If you are being mistreated in any kind of way, it's time for you to walk away from that. You understand? There is power in walking away. A lot of people stay in these toxic situations because they are afraid of the unknown. You see, I've heard people say, you know the devil you're with, but you don't know the one that you might get if you leave this one. Listen. Do not fear the unknown. If you are not happy in whatever situation you're in, it's time for you to walk away from it. Now, I am a spiritualist, and I'm going to talk to you from a spiritual perspective. Now, spiritually, whatever you accept into your life, the divine is going to give you more of it, because you are telling the divine that you like it. You're happy in this situation. You see? Because we all have free will. So if the situation is not to your liking, it's best for you to leave it. Because if you stay in it, you're just going to get more and more of it. That's the way that the universe works. You understand? And a lot of us don't understand this. We'll stay in situation thinking that over time it will change. People, if you want your situation to change in any way, shape, or form, you got to change. Because you are the one that is creating your own reality. So if you have created or attracted something into your reality that does not make you happy, then walk away from it. Walk away from it and start something new. And don't be afraid of that. You see, we have been groomed from children to be afraid of a lot of things. Many things that you don't need to be afraid of. But uh, many times people will put this fear on you because they are afraid of certain things and certain people and to do certain things, you see. So they put it on you. No, you can't do that. Don't do that. Don't do this. Don't do that. Don't go here. Don't go there. You understand? That's fear. Don't live your life in fear. And fear is why a lot of people stay in horrible conditions, because they don't know what's going to happen if they leave that situation. How are they going to survive? How is it going to work out? How am I going to be able to pay my bills if I walk away from a terrible relationship and he's paying the bills? What's going to happen? People, if you believe in yourself, love yourself now. If you believe in yourself and take that first step, you understand? The divine will support you. The divine will support you because you're telling the divine that you feel you deserve better than a current bad situation. You see? If you stay in it, it's your choice. It's your choice. And I'm telling you, look at it. You'll just get more of it. More. It'll never change. It'll just get worse, worse, and worse, as long as you sit in it. But I want to tell you that your real power is in walking away from bad situations. Okay? All right. We got a letter here that came in, so let's dig into the letter, and then we'll talk more about the subject. Okay? All right. This is our title, Trying to Heal. I dated this narcissist for 6 years. I saw the red flags and chose to make belts and matching earrings instead. Okay, well, that's okay because you took your focus off of this narcissist and focused on something else that made you happy. I like that. It was truly the best and worst relationship I have ever had, and I'm having a difficult time healing. I was discarded in September 2022. I'm also a nurse that healed this man back to health. He called me after 5 months and wanted to see if I was ready to take blame for all of our issues. Well, a narcissist is never going to take blame for anything. They always going to throw it on you and show you how you were the cause of it. Okay? Now, that's just narcissistic manipulation. Okay? No, I did not. The following month, he ended up in the hospital on the ventilator, and his mother called me in desperation. No one else knew his history and medicine but me, so I helped. Well, good for you. Just because he's a narcissist, if you can help, help. This man was healthy, but had 3 seizures away from me. I was the only one able to go to that hospital and get him off the ventilator. But it opened a wound again because I loved him so much, and he tried to act loving toward me. I helped because the universe asked me to, but then I thought he would love and appreciate me for coming and saving him. I don't know what you thought, why you thought that. He's still a demon. Why would he appreciate you? No. just feel like he got over. They don't have any love and appreciation and a will to apologize for anything or anything like that. So don't look for that in a narcissist, because you will never get it. Okay? But after leaving the hospital, he went back to his horrible, low-grade supply. Did I interfere with karma? Oh, and another long-term supply was at the hospital too. Yeah, you know what? I know how this works too. Okay. He only texts me to ask about medical information, but I ignore it now. I cry some days and woke up depressed. Some days I'm okay. I'm an empath that loves too hard and just want to heal and enjoy being loved. Okay. I know how you feel on this one, because I am an empath too. And I was with the narcissist. And when the narcissist got sick, and I was healing. Okay, this was during the time when the narcissist keeps trying to come back. Okay, and he had a surgery, and I'm going to show you how he manipulated me again. He had this surgery, and he act like, I was the only one who was available that can take him back and forth to his doctor's appointments. Okay, so I had a different job at that time, and I made arrangements on my job so that I would be able to take him to the doctor and back and all of that. Come to find out that his other woman was taking care of him on the weekends. You understand? We didn't pass each other or anything, but what he did was try to put us on a schedule. I'd take him back and forth during the week, and she would come and take care of him over the weekend. This is what narcissists do. They will manipulate you as long as they can. Cut him off. It's time to walk away. You are trying to heal. And see, you are pulled toward him because you still have that soul tied to him. And it pulls you. Whenever he calls, you're an empath. And you want to respond. And you want to help, to be of aid to people. But you have to realize the difference between help and manipulation. Because even with him, I would come and help him and everything. And of course, he wanted me to hang around because he was hoping that he could get sex again. You understand? But I would just help him and leave. Until I realized, why am I doing this? Why am I doing it? It doesn't mean anything to him. He is just using me, using her, and any other supply people that he has out there. Understand. See, narcissists cannot be alone. Period. Because that demon torments them when they sit alone by themselves. So they always need to be around supply constantly. So for him, because, he just had this surgery and he couldn't get, to his office where all of the people are, he needed somebody there that can encourage him and support him and all of that. And see, that is supply. Everything you do, everything you say, all of your energy is supplying the narcissist. You see? And with you being an empath, you have a lot of supply to give. And that's what I was doing to the narcissist that I was involved in. You see? They will always come back as long as they can. Cut them off. He doesn't mean you any good. And continue to heal. And you will find that after a while, that soul tie will be broken. That soul tie will be completely broken, and he will not be able to manipulate you again and draw your energy to him anymore. You'll feel the break. I know I did. When I felt the break, it felt like a release. It felt like a release. And I was no longer thinking about him all the time and, feeling sad because he broke up or anything like that. But this is the place where you want to get in your healing. And next time he calls you, block him. Don't answer at all. Because now you're just on the recycle bin. You see, narcissists never really discard you forever. What they do in the discard, they just set you on the shelf. They're coming back. They coming back. Because all of their supply, they try to come back. Especially if it's good supply, they're definitely going to come back and get whatever they can get out of you. You're never going to get a dedicated, serious relationship with a narcissist. It's impossible. It's never going to happen. You understand? Your best bet is to heal from it, cut it off, and be happy within yourself. Love yourself. You understand? And the next time a person approaches you, you'll know the red flags if this person is a narcissist. Because sometimes the divine will challenge you again with another narcissist just to see if you learn the lesson. If you learn the lesson that you don't want to be with this type of person. You understand? The divine will do that. And once the divine knows that you have learned this lesson, never to repeat it, then the divine will send you better and happier. You understand? But that doesn't mean that challenges won't come in other ways. But at least you will respect yourself and your vibration will be higher. You understand? Because you are loving yourself and you are ascending. And that's what you want to do. Okay, I hope you understand that. And I hope that it helps. So let's look at another letter. Okay? Now, this letter is about holiday romance. All right? And this young lady, I believe, is from the UK. Okay. I hear a lot of women, especially where I am in the UK, fall for men on holiday. Okay. In other countries, holiday is a big thing. Not much here in America, but holiday is a big thing in other countries. Okay. I know this is dangerous because it's a holiday romance. You don't really know the real man, just his representative or image. Oh, that's so true. And, even when you meet people here on vacation, I guess vacation and holiday is probably the same thing, no matter what. But it's just like if you go somewhere on vacation and you meet somebody on vacation. It's just a vacation romance. You're not trying to bring somebody home, I hope. And I hope that you're not going out here sleeping with these people that you meet on holiday or vacation. Don't do it. You're number one, you are inviting a negative energy into your being. You don't know this person. You don't know what they're bringing into your spirit. So, be aware of that. Let's see what else you say on this letter. Lots of men abroad romance the women and keep in touch over WhatsApp or Skype and persuade the women to marry them. What? What? Why would you meet a man? Why would you even think about marrying a man that you met on your vacation? You don't know this man. And this, you are right here. You only met his representative. And, the representative, they present their best version of themselves. You understand? So don't fall for that. Sometimes in their own countries, then come over to England. After the man gets his visa and UK passport, he leaves her. So let me understand. So women in England may marry somebody that they met on vacation, and then, and then the man comes to England and gets his visa and leaves her. That should be criminal. That should be criminal. Sometimes he pressures his wife to take out loans in her name and leaves her high and dry with debts to pay. It's becoming a real problem. Okay, well, I'm glad that you brought this to our attention. I really wasn't aware of this, but it's the same thing as anybody going online, meeting these men and marrying them. Many of these men, if they're in another country, a lot of times they're just trying to get out of their country, whether to come to America or here was to get to England or whatever. They're just taking advantage of you is the bottom line. That's why I tell you, ladies, stay offline. And when you meet a man on holiday, you can enjoy him. Don't have sex with him. Please don't do that. But leave him where you found him. Just enjoy him on holiday. And let that be it. Understand? Do not try to continue to respond with him. Number one, it'll be a long distance romance. Long distance romances do not really have a good track record. And I don't encourage you to do that. You understand? You meet people on holiday, just let it be a holiday romance and you just go on back to wherever you came from and enjoy your life. You see, and just let that be a distant memory. But don't try to reconnect with these people that you met on holiday or on vacation. It's the same as meeting people online. You can't know a person on holiday, and you definitely cannot know them if you're communicating with them online. You understand? And to marry them is the worst mistake you can do. Why? Don't be so desperate to marry somebody, number one. And don't be so desperate, number two, to have sex with these people. You don't know what kind of diseases they're bringing, and you don't know what kind of energy that they're bringing to you. Okay? So I hope you understand that, and I hope that those of you who are out on holiday, just have a good time and leave those people where you met them. Okay? All right. Here we go. Let's look at another letter. Now this one is addressed, attracting the wrong men. Why do I keep attracting men that just want sex? Because all men want sex. That's what they all want. So that's why you keep attracting them. Now the thing about it is, women, you need to be savvy enough to hold off on sex until you can bond with the man. You can bond with him. And you have to use your wits to make that happen. Okay? I don't present myself that way. I carry myself like a lady. What kind of vibration can I be putting off to attract men like that? Listen, you're not doing anything wrong. Keep doing what you're doing. But this is the thing. Remember, ladies, all men want sex. All of them. That's how they're made, to want sex. You understand? Because when the divine gave them this instinct, it was for procreation. So, to multiply the population. So that's why men have that strong urge for sex. It's not a bad thing. But women, just because he wants sex doesn't mean you need to comply to it. It's best that you don't comply, that you hold it off until you get to know him and that he can get to know you. Now, if the man only wants sex, well then, just skip over him. Just don't give him any time or day. And you know these men because they lead with that. When they meet you, they're talking all up under your clothes and talking about sex and how fine you look and all of that and licking their lips and whatever. You don't want them. You walk away from that type. Don't even bother. But if a man approaches you correctly, he's still wanting sex. But if he's interested in you, truly interested in getting to know you, he'll wait. And during this waiting period is the time when you want to be discerning. You want to see if this is the type of man that you want in your life. It gives him a chance to notice the same things about you and to bond with you. To bond with you. To really care about you. You understand? And once the man bonds with you, now you can think about, engaging in the sexual experience because you have actually bonded with the man. Now, how do you know if he has bonded with you? Is he interested in what you like? Does he know your favorite color? Does he know your middle name? Does he know your parents' name? Is he interested in your life? Is he interested in your needs? When he plans dates, is it things that you enjoy doing? You understand? Things like that lets you know that the man is concerned about you. And does he ask about you? Does he ask you, how do you feel today? How are you doing? Does he keep up with you? Do you hear from him often? Not just on the weekends when he rings you up on Friday night and wants to know what's cooking. What are you doing? Can I come over? That's nothing. That's nothing. He's just coming over to watch TV, to eat what you got, and to have sex. That's the only reason he's coming over there. And that's the only reason he wants you to come over to his house. Avoid that. Avoid it until you get to know the man. I mean, really get to know him. You should know his family background. How was he raised? How was he with other people? And hopefully you've seen him upset before you've had sex with him. You want to know how he handles that. How does he handle challenges in his life? What is his work ethic like? See, these are important things that you want to know when you are dating a person. You see, I always say this, that we got it all mixed up about what the dating situation is. And we get this from movies and TV and music and these novels that we read, that when you meet a person and you feel like you like the person and you feel that sexual urge, it's okay to have sex with them, because this is all about getting to know them. This is a folly in your thinking. This is not the way to get to know anybody, through sex. Not at all. You get to know them first before you even think about having sex with them. And I can tell you, you can feel the sexual urge. You can feel it without even doing it. If you're with a person and you're getting to know them and everything, everything's going good, you are going out and having fun together and things like that, no sex, you can feel the pull. You can feel it. And I mean, it can be strong, or you won't feel it at all. And that may mean that the sex may not be good with this person. Go with your instincts and go with your gut when you're meeting these people. See, if you take your time, you'll know a lot more about a person than if you just rush into a relationship and then think that you'll get to know them as you go along. Ladies, that's why many of us get hurt. Because we think that the man is feeling what we're feeling. But we are emotional creatures. And men are not. Men are not. They don't run on their emotions. They are motivated by that sex drive. That's their motivator, the sex drive. So women, since you know that, then if you're attracted to this man, you can tell right off if the sex is going to be good by the way that he carries himself. Pretty much you can tell. You can tell that it's not going to be horrible. You don't even have to test it out. It's just like, if you went into the showroom and you're looking at these cars, all right? Some cars you can see. You can go up to them and you know that this car is going to be fast and furious. You understand? It's the same way with a man. It's kind of the same way with a man. Some of them, you can tell what it's going to be. And you may not have to really be strong in your conviction to say no sex now. That's right. I know I have a friend that tries to come back periodically, and this was before I became spiritual and celibate. And he's come back several times. And I keep telling him, look, I'm celibate, because I know what he's coming back for. And when I tell him that, he runs away. You see, that's because that's all he wants from me is sex. You see, if you tell a man that and he continues to come to you, if he doesn't run away, then he may be interested in you, really. And you can give that a chance to see how that plays out. But I did get a letter one time from this young lady who says that she told this man she was celibate, and after a while, when she finally had sex with him, he left her. Okay, there's a number of reasons why that would happen. Number one, you never bonded with the man. Even when you tell a man that you're celibate, if he does not continue to date you, then he was only interested in sex in the first place. And this could have happened in a situation like that. Like this man that comes to me. He only comes because he thinks he's going to hit. And when I tell him no, then he goes away. He's not interested in a relationship with me. He just wants sex. You see? And when you're a celibate and you're healed, you can see these things coming. and you won't fall prey to it. Okay? All right. I know I spent some time on that letter, but for you, you're not attracting the wrong man at all. You just need to be smart about it. All men want sex, all of them. I don't care how he comes to you. He wants sex. Now, you may be attracting the sleazier ones that you can tell, that they're sleazy up to you and stuff. If you are attracting those type of men, then your vibration is low. And you need to raise it. You need to love yourself more. Do more meditation to raise your vibration so that you won't attract those type of men. Okay? Now that's my advice to you, and I hope it helps. And again, in the description, I'll put the sister site on there. It's All Things Spiritual 777. Go there for meditations that will help, and these vibrational beats that will help to raise your vibration. Okay, so I hope that helps, and I hope you understand that advice. So now let's go to one last letter. I came across a narcissist after my traumatic life and death situation in 2015. I'm a brain tumor survivor. By the grace of God, in 2018, I had a child by him, by the narcissist. Okay. During the 2 years in the relationship, he had abused me, belittled me, mistreated me, disrespected my home, vandalized my building, broke my phones and window, and so much more. Wow. Wow. This was an awful situation. And even abandoned my child the minute she was born. I have an order of protection on him, but it doesn't work. Either he violates the order, or I violate the order when my child is asking for him. And because of me being soft, I bend and fall into calling him for the sake of my child. He claims he's changed and wants his family back, and always saying he's sorry. When I completely remove my child and completely move away from him. Okay. At times, I don't like having a bitter heart for the sake of my child, and I open the door again so he can have a relationship with my child. But then he does it again, disrespect me, belittle me, and is not consistent with her. And he wants to trauma bond her so she can cry and miss him and ask for him so he can stay relevant in my head. Okay. I have a few questions here on this one. And that is, all right, you know that he is a narcissist and you have a child. Now, you didn't say here how old your child is, but whatever the case, your husband is a narcissist, and a narcissist is only out to destroy. Okay? The narcissist can't mean you any good. And I don't care how much your child is crying for her father. If you have an order of protection against this narcissist, why are you breaking it? Do you need money from him? Is that why you're keeping the door open? You're not strong enough to walk away from this narcissist? Now, you are bonded to him, but you can change your life. You don't have to be disrespected and abused by this narcissist, but it's up to you. And just like I told the lady in the last letter, as long as you accept it, it will never, ever stop. And you watch out for your daughter too. Because narcissists are known to abuse mentally, physically, sexually their own children. Be very careful as long as you have this door open with the narcissist. My advice to you is to close that door tight. Why does he need to be involved with your little girl? Period. You're not saying in the letter where he is offering any good to your life. So why do you feel like you need him? You see, ladies, it's up to you. My advice to you is to walk away from this. But you have free will. And know that as long as you accept this man in your life, then everything that he brings into your life will be it. He's not going to change. If you won't change, you have to. You have to be the one to walk away and be firm about it. You don't go out and play with these order of protections, because a lot of women get hurt like that. You understand? They'll put out an order of protection, and then now they'll end up calling the man and messing with the man because they need something from the man. And the man, now he's going to get physical with you. Stop playing. Stop playing. Either you're going to stay in this toxic situation or you're not. But don't have 1 foot in and 1 foot out. That's dangerous. It's dangerous for you and your daughter. Either let him go or live with the toxicity. It's really up to you. Okay? So I hope that you understand that message, and I really hope that it helps. Now, ladies, the message today, to know when to walk away. Know when to walk away. And that is, if you are in a situation that makes you feel bad, sad, hurt, disgusted, belittled, you need to walk away from it. Why would you stay in a situation like this? Fear makes a lot of people stay. And need makes a lot of people stay. And that's why I tell women, you need to be independent. So you don't need to stay in these traps, in these toxic traps with people who are abusing you, and you feel like you can't leave. Women, take care of yourself. Strive to be independent and to be happy. And to be happy. And if you are in a toxic situation, start working on yourself so that you don't have to live the rest of your life in misery. Okay? I hope that the message helps, and I hope that you understand. Now, for those of you who have questions, here you go. Send your questions to MissFayesWorld@hotmail.com. That's MissFayesWorld@hotmail.com. Now, try to keep your letters to 1 page. Just summarize your situation and ask the question. And for those of you who would like for me to answer your question over the email instead of online, just say it at the top of your letter. Please respond by email. Okay? Now, don't just put email at the top of the letter, because I don't know what that means. Just say, please respond by email, and then I will comply. Okay? And for the rest of you, either I will respond to your letter through the email, or if I feel that your response will help the collective, I will read it online as I have done today. Okay? So I thank you all for your comments. Just keep them coming. I enjoy reading them. It lets me know how you feel about these messages. And it also helps the others, because I see that you are giving us your advice too. So I welcome that. Thank you very much. And also, I thank you for your letters, and a special thank you for those who leave a donation. I appreciate it so very much. So I wish you all well. I wish you happiness, and I hope to see you next time.